kitties, welcome to my channel, Cateyeglamour, our little hangout where we can be the most glamorous versions of ourselves. If you are new here, my name is Marilyn. I'm bringing you all things beauty, fashion, glamour, lifestyle, all that, period, all of that. This is my quick little intro, guys, because I forgot to do it during the video. So go ahead and subscribe now, and let's get into this glam inspired by Young Miami, honey. Hey kitty. All right, so we're about to do a bomb, very glam smoky eye, a brown smoky eye that was inspired by Young Miami. Say what you want about the city girls, their glam is always on point. Their lead makeup artist is the bomb. Like, her work is so exquisite to me. I love it because it's my type. She actually went to the same high school as me. I don't know her personally, but I know her work is the shit. Okay, and we are gonna be doing a Young Miami inspired look. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right into it because I was really feeling like doing some makeup. You know, I was feeling like doing something neutral but not necessarily natural. I really wanted to glam it up, so let's go ahead and start. And my face is moisturized and I have all that on. I have on my pout pudding, which is this here. It's just a lip moisturizer. I have that on. I'll link everything below so we don't waste too much time. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start with putting a primer on. I dropped something already. So I'm just gonna use my Neutrogena primer. It says rice protein on it, and it's a matte primer. I really love the way this feels, and I love the way my makeup lays on top of it. I mentioned this in quite a few favorites, so that's what I'm gonna put on today. I love the way it feels when I put it on. So rub that in. I was in the mood, y'all, to do makeup, like, for real. Alright, so that is in. It says it's a matte primer. It doesn't eliminate, you know, the shine, but it does minimize it. I really like it because of the way that the makeup lays on it. The base, it just makes a really nice base for the makeup to just grab onto. Alright, so we have on our primer, and I always start my looks with my eyes because I don't know, I find it easier. Do you guys normally do your eyes first, face first? For me, the eyes is just easier because in case any eyeshadows or anything like that fall, I don't have to worry about my entire face being messed up, you know? I mean, I can do it if I needed to, but why be all careful if I don't got to, you know what I'm saying? All right, so I'm just brushing out my brows. I'm just grabbing a mirror here. All right, so let's go ahead and do our brows. As you can see, I brushed it out. I'm using the LA Girl, this is called the Shady Slim Brow Pencil. I love this. One of my kitties recommended this, and I really just been using it ever since. So yeah, I'm just gonna go here and get in a little closer so y'all can see me. Just gonna outline the brow. So I start by, this mirror that I'm looking in is so dirty. I don't even know what I'm looking at. Well, all right, I'm gonna start by just outlining here under the brow, just to kind of trace the shape. Just creating a little point down the tail. So nothing too major, just fill in the sparse areas. That's what I typically do. I don't like anything too harsh. I just try to keep it as natural as I can as far as the shape goes, because that looks better. Less, trust me, sometimes is a lot more. So same thing on this side, trace it. And I'm using light pressure, okay? When you grab the end of your pencil, like all towards here, you end up applying less pressure versus you doing this. Because then you're gonna just be digging in the eye. You don't really need that, or the eyebrow, okay? So I filled it in. See, that's enough for me right now. And then I'm gonna use the concealer and clean it up. Just grab a small detail brush. All right, so I have my small brush that I love to use, just a really flat brush, very small. This came in a brush set, so I couldn't even tell you. It was a brush set from when I had one of my makeup classes, and I love it. So, and I'm gonna put my concealer. The concealer I have on right here is the Born to Glow concealer, and this is in the color Caramel. So I'm gonna use that to carve out my brows. Okay, and I'm just gonna go under here and just draw. So just trace the brow. as best as you can. I'm also applying light pressure here because it helps me draw a straighter line by just applying light strokes just to trace under the brow. All right, and I'm gonna feather that concealer down because I do use the concealer as a primer. So that's what we're gonna do on both eyes. Don't slip on the trail. Don't slip on the trail. Tempo, tempo. Can you keep up with my tempo? Tempo. Yeah, yeah. Blowing up, C4. I just hit the Mike Jackson on my tiptoes. Oh yeah, I know we go wherever that wind blows. The endo. Don't slip on the trail. Don't slip on the. Don't slip on the. Don't slip on the. Don't slip on the. Don't slip on the trail. High key, I know. I send all of my rap foes like they my tadpoles. Yeah. Alright, so you can see both the eyebrows are done, and I also put some of the concealer on my eyelid. And now I'm gonna set that concealer because you don't want to go straight from wet concealer to the eyeshadow because it's not gonna be blended properly. This is gonna set the concealer, keep it from creasing, and it's gonna make your eyeshadows blend even better. I'm just going to grab a fluffy brush here, and I'm just going to pat it over my eyelid like that. Just set the concealer. And then I'm doing a light dusting. I'm not putting, that much of the powder on it. Make sure you close your eyes. Just go ahead and set it. All right, so the eyebrows are on. They look really nice and neat, and I'm not completely done with them yet, but at the end of the makeup, like the last step, I am going to brush through them with this brow product that I have. So we have the eyes on. So now we're going to go into shadows, and the shadows, it's a smoky eye, and it's I think it's about 2 different brown colors. So I'm going to use my, okay, let me turn it around. I'm going to use my Juvia's Place Chocolates palette to achieve this look, honey. Just grab this mirror. So I'm going to start with the reddish brown. So that's going to be the first color that we're going to put down. I'm going to use a pretty large brush because it gets the job done quicker. I'm going to use this to buff in start with the reddish brown. Okay, so I'm just going to start in the crease and work my way down the lid. So crease first, which is this area here. You're just going to put the brown. You're just going to sweep it through the crease. Let me get my mirror. It's not working by looking in the camera, and I want to make sure I'm telling you the right information. So hold on, let me just get this mirror together. And looking down makes it easier too to actually see your crease. So I'm just sweeping this literally through my crease, a lot of it, because a lot of the look is this brown color here. Okay, so I'm just going through, try not to get it too high up here on the brow. Okay, I want to drag mine a little bit here. Keep sweeping it, and then go to the other side. Go in the crease. Drop that brown. Try to get it right here in this area. Try to get the brown in there. Right now it looks crazy, but when we pull everything together, you'll see. So just sweep it right here in this area and make sure it goes right into the brow, like connect it right into the brow here. All right. And put a little bit more. This look, I mean, on the picture, it probably looks harder than it actually is to me, or to you. but it's really not, it's not that hard of a look, really. Okay, let me sweep this out a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. So now I'm going to go for a little bit of a smaller brush, and I'm going to go into a darker brown, and I'm just going to overlap those colors. So I'm going to go for that darker brown here right on top, and I'm just going to go right in the same area but kind of overlap it, like go slightly under it. And I'll just show you what I mean here. See, just go slightly under it. So I'm just trying to deepen the smoky eye here. See? And I'm just sweeping it through, and it's just darkening a bit. And this color is going to eventually go down on the lid too. As I blend down, it's going to get on the lid. So do you see how much deeper it looks now with that darker brown? It looks a lot more smoky. And I just got a smaller brush to help me control the amount, because had I used that big brush, then it would have been doing too much, girl. Because this is so much of a darker color, I have to be more careful, because I don't want it to be a, you know, a messy look. Okay. See? And that's a lot of the entire eye, so it's really not as difficult. The lashes and the liner really bring this together. So let me take my time and sweep it in the crease, and just circular motions to blend it and bring it all the way down here on the lid. Hopefully it doesn't get too dark, because this is an evening. I normally do these kind of tutorials in like early afternoon, so I have that nice bright sun, but right now it's the evening, it's about to be night. So hopefully the light doesn't change too much. Okay. So that looks really good. And look how fast that was. So just trying to get more of the brown here on the lid. So that looks really good. I'm gonna grab another fluffy brush, and I'm gonna use this beige color, that creamy beige color, and I'm gonna put that on my brow. Just to highlight it just a bit. Just patting it, and it helps me kind of blend out the edges of the brown, so it blends right into the brow bone. It doesn't look, I don't want it to be too much of like a harsh, you know, separation, so I'm just trying to blend it. All right, so that is, let me put a little bit, I'm gonna go a little deeper with the brown. Just want it to be really nice. Yeah. Wait till you get these lashes on, because that's what really is the look. She has some very dramatic lashes, and y'all know I can do dramatic, okay, when it comes to lashes. All right, so now we're gonna do a liner, and I'm gonna grab my Wet n Wild Mega Liner, the only liner I really use because it works and I love it, and it's not expensive. So this is by Wet n Wild. Again, it's the Mega Liner in black. So let me just draw this line, because she has a pretty, she has a pretty big wing. So let's keep our fingers crossed this wing is right on the first try, okay? All right, so this will be a little wing liner tutorial too. So this is a pretty dramatic wing, I feel like. So I'm going to just start by in the corner here and draw my line upward like that, okay? So that's where we start. Dip it in here again, because I want the tip to be very saturated. So then we're gonna go here. Draw that here. Then connect it. And then we're just going to fill this in. Alright, so the wings are on, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my lashes and apply those off camera, and I'll be back so we can go ahead and finish this look up. Oh hey, I got my dramatic lashes on. We're ready. We're ready. So I told you a huge part of this look is the lashes. So you see how it brought everything together. So now let's get into the skin. These are some serious lashes, girl. Ooh, real serious. These are Promise Mix. I believe they're called Sunshine. Hold on. So now let's get into skin. I'm going to use my favorite drugstore foundation. This is by NYX. It's called Can't Stop, Won't Stop. I'm in the color Cocoa. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and pump some on my hand. Right, so I'm going to pump it on my hand and grab my brush and go ahead and blend this thing on in. So this is it here. I'm going to use this flat top brush. This is a Morphe brush. Came in a set. So I'm just going to go ahead and stipple this on my face. This is my favorite way to apply foundation. I feel like you get more coverage without applying that much product by stippling it this way. So we're just going to go ahead and apply it, and I'll kind of like speed through this part for you.
Don't step on the trail. High key, I know. I send all of my rap foes like they my tadpoles. Yeah. Blow it up, C4. I just had to go crack now on my Depot. Yeah, that Draco bustin' like free throws. I do not miss no shots. I got the cheat code. That's why I never.
So my complexion looks even enough for me. I don't feel like I need to apply any more foundation because we're going to go in with full coverage concealer to complete this look. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to use 2 concealers. We're going to double up today. We're going to use the Neutrogena concealer. This is in the color Mocha, and then I'm going to also use the NARS concealer in the color Caramel. So I'm just going to go in and kind of sweep this under the eye like that. And then sweep some here. And we're going to blend this out before I go in and put another concealer. This is going to get blended out. Okay. The NARS concealer I use more so for brightness because it's a very light concealer that I put right here in the inner corner just to brighten the look even more without putting that super bright concealer all the way across, because then it'll be too much to blend because it's so off the color. It's so bright. All right, so let me grab my beauty blender and
I just wanna run it up. Count a check or something. I've been really in the field, let up, I've been really in the field, let her rush, I let her feel. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Don't need no deals, I make the deal. Have to take it to a meal. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count a check or something. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Count that too, count it up, count it up. Lately, I just wanna run it up. Need them ones, I need them fives, need them tens, I need that change. To the safe, got blues inside. Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play, charge it to the game. I'm with L, yeah, I'm with T Black, I'm with Rabbit now. I'm with Bay, yeah, I'm with J, yeah, I'm with Chuck and now. Still the same, not switching sides, now it's about loyalty. You switch sides off for the bag, and that's worth more to me. I mix Nike with designer, I experiment. You just rock what's on the shelf, and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one.
Okay, as you guys can see, I'm blending the concealer onto my nose to help give that slitting effect to my nose. So when I contour it, it's going to be even easier because you can already see that it's kind of contouring it now. Or giving that snatch nose look. So that's the key, like definitely blend the concealer up on the sides of the nose. Okay, let me blend this out. So that looks That looks pretty good. It looks really highlighted, and the NARS concealer really like amped it up. Like, you know, you saw, girl. All right, so now I'm gonna immediately set this before I start laying my like my bronzing and contour cream, because that's what I do, and I don't want it to start like acting up or creasing or anything like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and grab my Laura Mercier, the honey powder, and I'm gonna just press this powder in with this same wet sponge to set it. So all the areas that we put that concealer, I am going to press this powder in. Let it just kind of hang out there and kind of sink into the skin. So this is looking really pretty, really pretty. It's something about that step when you do the highlight, it just kind of like, it brings everything together to me. I don't know about you, but I have to highlight. Like, I can't, it's not a look. It's not a look without highlight. So now I'm gonna grab my current favorite cream bronzer by e.l.f. This right here, please grab it. I'm in the color, I have Sunkissed, and I also have Beach Please, which is a darker shade in case you want to be more dramatic, you want to deepen it. But I'm going to go for Sunkissed today, and that's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to go ahead and bronze this up, okay? Girl, I gotta dip a little more. And go here on the sides of my face, near my hairline, just to bring that color back, bring that, that bronzy look, girl, you know. Just kind of like buff it in and buff it upward. Just get it on my cheeks. Look, is giving. Just blend this all out. Then we're gonna do the nose. Gotta make sure I get this on the cheeks. I'm not really gonna do blush. I'm just gonna use the bronzer as my, cheek color. Okay. All right, so let's get some on the nose. I'm going to grab a small brush, a detail brush, of course, for the nose portion of this, if I can find it. Found it. So now I'm going to go ahead and contour the nose, and I'm going to start right here in this area. And I'm using the e.l.f. bronzer to do this. I'm going to bring it up, and we have to make sure that this connects into the brow, because that's a part of the look, okay? The contour looks prettier to me when it connects right into the brow like that. All right, then I'm going to go here on the tip of the nose and kind of just shape it out so this part looks like rounded. So I'm just going like that. It's almost like an arrow that I'm trying to draw. And I like to just blend it like real soft, like a circular sort of motion. You can see my nose looks like it has like that little, little button nose tip. It doesn't, but I just made it do that, okay? I just made it do that. I could build my own nose. Boom. And I blend this into the brow. Blend it. So this can be a little softer in this area here, because right now it's getting real harsh. But I'm going to show you how to blend it to make it not as harsh. Alright? Make sure I have the shape I want. So now what I'm going to do is grab that sponge that you used to put the highlight on with and blend over this nose contour. So just tap over it. Don't really rub it, but just tap it. So it's gonna tone it down a bit so it's not so harsh, but it's absolutely still there. You can't tell me this face ain't snatched, girl. Okay, you can't tell me my face ain't snatched. All right. So that's what you do just to calm the nose contour down a bit, because I don't really like that harsh look. I don't really like that stupid look. I'm gonna put some of my powder bronzer over the areas I bronze with the e.l.f. product. So I'm just gonna like tap it. Just tap it, nothing real major. I'm just kind of tapping over it just to set it. Okay? Tap it over the cheeks to give that bronze look. Okay. This looks so pretty, y'all. I think my ponytail makes it look even better because it's just all face. Let me brush my little hairs down. My little baby hairs. Okay, just keep tapping over it. I'm not gonna put any more powder because I don't want this look to be too powdery, but I do want it to have like a natural satin matte-ish sort of feeling or sort of look. All right, so now I'm going to set the rest of my face with this powder. Hold on here. This powder is by Black Radiance. It's their soft focus powder. I'm in the color Milk Chocolate, and I'm just gonna dip my brush in it and just set like this part of my face, the part that didn't really get any powder. So I'm just gonna set it. Okay, and now we're gonna finish up the eyes. I'm gonna smoke out the bottom because it is a smoky eye look that the picture that I found. So I'm gonna grab a black liner. Where's my black liner? I'm gonna use my Jordana black liner. I love Jordana liners. So I'm gonna smoke out the bottom, and that's gonna kind of complete the eye portion of it. Then we can get into this lip. All right, so I'm just gonna, let me get closer. I'm just gonna go under here. Do just that, and that's it. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab those same browns that we put on the eyelid, and we're going to use that to sort of blow out the bottom lid, okay? Or a bottom, it's not a lid. I don't know, blow out the bottom lash line. So I'm just going to grab first the dark brown, and I'm going to use my small blending brush to blend in that brown. Just kind of smudge out the eyeliner a bit and smoke it out. Okay, so we're giving smoke now. You see? We're giving smoke. And you see how this eye look to me looks difficult, but you saw it really wasn't even that hard. It wasn't even that many shadows or steps. So I'm just gonna go here. Blend it. Now we're gonna go for that reddish brown, and we're gonna overlap that color and blend that into it as well. So it's a softer brown. Let's blend it in. This looks so pretty. Y'all, this looks so good. Let me get these lips while we have the light still here. So we're gonna do a nudie lip. She always has nude lips most of the time. So we're just gonna do liner. I'm gonna do liner and lip gloss really. So this is a brown lip liner by Sugar Scoop Beauty. It's called Brownie. So that's what I'm gonna use to line my lips first. I overlined it like a little bit. My lips are already big, y'all already know, but I just want to do that. I should have wiped some of this foundation off my lip first, but y'all get it. Okay, feather out that brown. So I'm gonna put another liner on just to make it more, you know, give it more of a nude effect. So I'm gonna use another lip liner called Roasted Latte, and this is also by Sugar Scoop Beauty. Everything will be linked below. So this is the color. See? So it's gonna look like a nice nude. Put it on the inner portion. That's so pretty, just like that. But we definitely gonna add some gloss. Okay, that's what we do. Now the gloss that I'm gonna add is a nudie pink. I'm gonna add just a little bit of it. This is called Bikini. This is also by sugarscoopbeauty.com, y'all. So y'all already know I'm always gonna rep me. I'm always gonna rep me because guess what? These glosses are actually the bomb. Yeah, they're actually the damn bomb. So I'm gonna put a little bit of Bikini on, just a little bit. I don't want it to be too pink or anything, just a little. And I don't want it to be too overly glossy, just a little bit. And I'm gonna grab some of this gloss, and we gotta always put some of the gloss right here, girl, on the Cupid's bow. See, it gives you that nice little howdy look. That looks good. Okay, that looks so pretty. All right, hold on. Let me get myself together, okay? Let's get myself together so I can give you guys the look, okay? Put on a different shirt just to give me a little vibe, you know what I'm saying? Because I had the robe on before, but I love this. It's so pretty. It's so smoky and pretty. Look at the lip. Come on, nude. Don't even play with me. Don't play with me. I don't like that. Okay, kitty, so this is the completed look. I really hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did I nail it or not? I feel like I nailed it. It was an inspired look, and I came as close as I could come with my features. You know what I mean? Because me and Young Miami absolutely don't look alike. So I came as close as I could come with my features. Let me know what you think in the comments. Did you enjoy it? Did you find it easy? If you have any requests, you can leave them in the comments as well. Don't forget to like this video. Don't forget to come back. Don't forget to subscribe, girl. Okay? Okay? Don't forget to subscribe. That's pretty important, and you always have to come back. Yeah. Alright? Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye!